baby, untouched 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 baby. Do what I wanna do, go where I wanna go.
Welcome to another show, another episode, Untouched Radio Show, Untouched Podcast, Untouched Live. I am your host, Be Easy, better known as Easy, and I'm here with some really special guests, and they had me on their podcast, man. Big shout out to the MinorityPlus1 crew right here, man. What up, y'all?
What up? Can we do our intro?
I can have you do the intro for you, and you do your intro. Please introduce yourself.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the show. It's the king of the Half-Reads, it's Oreo. We are here once again with the Untouched crew.
Yes.
And as always, I got the ladies. Yo, darlings, tell them who are you?
It's Sam Crystals.
Brittany IG.
And I am not the host, but my name is Steve, and we are the Minority Plus One Podcast.
See, that's awesome. I love it. Thank you for that, man. For real.
Course.
I don't have your
having us
skills.
on.
I don't have your skills with the intros, man. I know my intro was phenomenal.
5 years in the making. Working that shit every day, and everybody used to tell me to not do it. Everybody's like, don't do the intro. I was like, no, I got something. How do you know? I just fucking know. It's something.
Nah, I tell you this, man. What I love about you guys' show is that you're all different. Like, each one of you are different in your own right. Mm-hmm. And the personalities to, like, you know, how you joke. And it's just so funny how you guys put it together, and it's a fun show, really fun show. My show, more relaxed, more chill, but I just want to get to know you guys on a different level, you know, other than just the interviewing format. You know? So let's start with Sam. You know, start left to right. So, you know, where are you from, and where did you what made you get into podcasting? Yeah.
Well. My voice is a little fucked up.
I got her sick, everybody.
Yeah.
Steve
I got her
sick.
sick.
Not the monkey from Outbreak.
Yo, Steve got me sick.
It's me.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yo, this dude, he stays sick. Both of them, but it's mostly Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Brittany's been good.
Steve.
Brittany's been taking her emergency.
All right, we're not going to send shots this early. I know that much.
I take my elderberry to make sure.
For real, Steve stays sick, and I never get
not
sick,
true.
so they'll tell you. So this is like, I'm trying. So
Very true.
I am from Albany.
Okay.
I was born in Harlem, New York. My family's from New York City.
Hey, Harlem, what's up?
Yeah, my
That's where
family's all still in New York City in the Bronx area, but I'm from Albany. Been here since I was 3 years old. I got into podcasting through Steve, actually. So I used to watch Joe Budden, Lip Service, Improper Etiquette, all these different like podcasts I always listened to, and I always was like, shit, I would love to be a guest, like just to go on a podcast, because I was super nervous. But Steve had started the MinorityPlus1 podcast, like 7 years ago, Steve?
Roughly about 6 years ago.
6 years ago, with 2 other co-hosts. Mm-hmm. And he was like, listen, now me and Steve go back, way back. He used to work at Sprint with one of my best friends. Shout out to Kels.
Yep.
Hey, shout out to Kels.
And Steve would, I would always go visit Kels, and Steve would be there, and me and Steve would just always, like, had this, like, banter with each other. We don't always agree.
Yeah.
We're almost like an old married couple in a sense. Like,
everybody,
brother, sister.
it's very brother, sister
yeah,
shit. And because that's what everybody thinks that we are.
Yeah. In Jamaica, I got, my twin brother right there.
Basically, like, everybody.
You know what light-skinned people look like.
Yeah.
So, anyway, he hit me up, and he was like, yo, I'm about to start my podcast. I think you'd be perfect as my co-host. And it just started from there, and then we had Brittany on one episode, and she fucking killed it.
Crushed it.
And she's such a natural.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she killed it. She wasn't nervous, because, you know, most guests, they're very
like
nervous.
She's never nervous about it.
Yeah, like she wasn't nervous. Most people are, which is totally normal, but she just flowed with it. It was one of our highest, this is before we were filming, this was audio. It was one of our most downloaded episodes. It was Diet Gay. That was the title.
Yep.
That was the name.
That was the name of it.
Yeah, Diet Gay. I was speaking about dude that I dealt with at the time. This was, 3 years ago. That might have been Diet Gay. I think he was. But anyway, shout out to him. But we talked about that. I asked questions about it. Like, Remember, I was like, you know, he had some shit on his phone, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
But she was on
yeah.
there. She killed it. And then I was like, Brittany, you need to get on. You need to get on. And ever since then, she's been on. So it's been us three just rocking out.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
So, Brittany, where are you from?
I was born in Albany, but raised in Colony.
Okay, cool.
Born in Colony, raised in Colony.
No,
Just because you were born in
where's
Albany,
their
man, don't make you from
hospital?
Albany.
Yes,
I'm
it does.
fucking with you.
Shut the fuck up.
Love you too. Sorry.
God.
Damn, Steve, let
Sorry.
your shit
Can
on.
I?
I'm sorry.
Can I?
He asked for an
Can I have an
authentic
intro
experience.
without you fucking coming at me? Like, shit.
Sorry. All right, I'll shut up.
Fuck. And mind you, you've been to the same school, so.
I know.
Look at that.
Why
But I
you-
actually went to Albany High.
I went to the same fucking school.
But I also
you
went
didn't
to
go to
Livingston.
Colony High though?
Yeah, for like half a year.
Whatever, Steve. You
It's okay.
pass by. Shut
It's all
the
right.
fuck up.
It's okay. All thug over here. It's okay.
Oh my God.
I know. Come on.
Let her
You didn't have to laugh that hard though.
Let her finish.
All right, I'm sorry.
Because it's not laughable. It's not laughable.
Ouch!
though.
Okay, I deserve that one. Fair enough.
Okay, continue.
What else you got for me?
Yeah,
That's
so,
really
oh yeah,
good.
so what got you in the podcast? Was it just her?
See, I'm kind of went through the whole
So she introduced
kind of
you
story,
to-
really. I never really had any interest in podcasting. Didn't really know much about it besides seeing a couple Joe Budden episodes, a couple of other episodes, but I was like, all right, you know. But I really just started by supporting them with the podcast, and when I went on that first episode, I found it easy to share my stories. I feel like I always happen to go through the craziest shit. Like
That's
I have
true.
some fucking stories. Like
Yeah,
it's
he
just
does.
She really does.
We gotta
feel
get
like-
you on story time with
Nah,
Seb.
chill,
We got a
chill.
lot of like.
You better block out 3 hours.
story hours.
She's got fucking
I'm
stories.
telling you, like
Relax.
after the podcast, I share the idea with you, so you know what it's about. I think you have a lot of fun with that. It's a good storytelling. If you have something to share, it's a good platform for it. Trust me.
I always got a fucking crazy story, so it didn't surprise me that, you know, I was one of the listen stuff. It was probably some crazy fucking shit. What was I talking about that fucking episode? Probably fucking
Diet gay.
exactly.
I think
So-
I think we were just talking about my crazy story. I had an actually crazy story in that episode, but
was that the pumping dick guy? The guy
that was
pumped his
another one.
penis?
y'all listen.
Was that?
Once
You
upon a
got-
time,
All you guys
hold
need
up.
to know
Once
is that
upon
I've
a-
had to listen to a
Yes.
lot of
Once-
vagina.
I just wanna say
monologues.
this.
Check
Once
Over
upon a
my
time,
years.
Sam was single and Sam dated, and
Yeah.
it was bad. And I got stories. That's what I'm gonna say.
I hear that.
She's not wrong.
I hear that.
She's not wrong.
Well, they don't drag me up into this world, so I started, of course. You know, when you get into it and you're doing it once a week and you're putting your time and your effort and, you know, your life into it, it definitely becomes something that is just part of you that you end up enjoying and falling in love with. So, of course, I fell in love with doing it with my best friend. So
That's awesome.
that's
And then
what
you got
happened for me.
another best friend
All right, shut up, Steve.
that didn't get a fucking ashtray. One fucking thing
Nigga,
he
you
asked
know,
for.
I'm done with
One
you as a
fucking thing. I changed lives, and I can't get a.
Tell me the
I
ashtray is in
just
your
got
car
back
right
from
now.
I just got back from a trip, and mind you, I didn't bring no motherfucking souvenirs for nobody. Nobody got shit.
Felt
Okay, don't ask me for a fucking thing.
Felt that.
I did.
Done.
Felt that.
Done.
Tell me you got that ashtray in your car right now. Please, to get to this man.
Don't worry, man. We got like 5 ashtrays. You want an ashtray?
I'm
Steve?
about to
Somebody
make
get
that-
an ashtray.
I'm
Somebody
about to
get
make
an
that
That's
shit
the one I
like
promised.
Plaza
Even that
and
shit.
That's the
fucking-
one I was fucking promised.
Yeah, somebody get an ashtray.
I brought.
I'm about to
I
put
brought
you
her
in a
back this.
fucking Stuyvesant Plaza and
I'm
be
crying.
like,
I'm
You could have lied to me.
Wrap that shit
You
the
coulda
fuck out.
lied. You
know
coulda bought
what?
that shit from
That's
Walmart.
exactly what I'm about to do.
I'm
Next,
crying.
I'm about to go to
You
fucking
could have gone to
pottery.
the craft fair.
What the fuck is that fucking color me vibe
Color me
fucking
vibe.
place? I'm about to pick up an ashtray for you. See, print that shit Barcelona and be like, nigga,
I'm
here is your
crying.
fucking souvenir.
And I'm gonna say thank you,
From
Brittany, and I'm gonna give you a
Barcelona.
hug.
Because I'm overhearing about this shit. This is it. This is it.
Well, if you had just got me the fucking thing when I
This is
asked,
it.
you wouldn't have to hear it.
This is it. It's over.
So Steve, so you mentioned Colony, right? But you went to Albany,
Disclaimer.
right?
Oh,
You said
God.
you went to
Yes, I
Albany
did.
High, but was you? So you pretty much from Colony, though? Would you say?
So I was born in Albany up until about age 6, and then I ended up moving to Mechanicville and Stillwater, small little towns outside of Albany, right around Clifton Park area. And I was there for a few years, and then ended up moving back to Albany for middle school into high school, and then after like 9th grade, I went to Colony for a year, and then I just dropped out.
Got you.
So yeah, I'm basically from here. I spent a little time in North Carolina, a little time in Maine.
So moved around a little bit, but ended up back in the 518.
But I ended up always back up where I've been trying to run from.
I hear that. Why? I always wanted to ask that. Why is everybody trying to run from the 518? What's the issue?
All right, so
Because I moved up here and it's been good to me. Man.
all right, so Albany is like a double-edged sword. Albany is a place to where if you're not from here, it is actually a cool place to kind of settle down. I know a lot of city people say they love coming from the city to Albany.
Slower pace.
It's a slower pace.
Yeah.
It still has enough to keep you occupied.
Right.
But it's just not the hustle and bustle.
Gotcha.
But if you're from here, all you hear about is the city.
Gotcha.
All you hear about is New York.
Yeah.
And no one counts Albany for anything.
You've gone to school with everyone here because there's only 3 high schools.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more now, but when I was coming up, it was only 2 or 3 high schools. So you know everybody.
You know
This
everybody.
person's dealing with this person got a baby with this person. It's way too small.
Yeah.
Way too small.
I always wondered like why I would always come across people from up here that would be from Albany, but going to Schenectady would be too far. Or like be from Schenectady and be like, nah, I'm good on the Troy trip.
It is.
We talked about
like
it.
30 minutes.
It's about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But that's light. That's like, so, I'm...
Yeah, if you're from the city.
If you're from the city and you're
from
sitting in
Harlem,
traffic,
yeah.
It's light. 'Cause I'm from Long Island and, I rep Harlem too because that's where my father's from. And I spent Harlem on the weekends. Weekdays, it was Long Island. So that trip from Long Island to Harlem was about 30 minutes every time. So, like I grew up just that 30 minutes was nothing. So, like, I drive, driving to, like, Lake George might feel like a little hustle and bustle if you had to go back and forth. But, like when it comes to see what I mean? Like that's wild.
You know what it is?
To me,
That's not
45
that
you know what it
is
is? I think I got it.
45 minutes
Hold on.
is light.
It's like hour 45.
No, it's an hour.
Hour, yeah,
It's
about an
45
hour.
minutes.
It's an hour,
45 minutes,
like-
an hour max.
Yeah,
Yes.
hour max. I think
Max.
45.
Yeah,
50.
it's like 45. And,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I actually think I might have figured it out. I'm going from one place that's going to take me 30 minutes to another place that looks like the exact place I just left.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, wait, you want me to go to Troy? Oh, wait a minute. It's the same shit with worse streets.
For real.
It's like Troy has New York fucking streets.
It does.
Schenectady's
Mad
got
one
fucking
ways.
New York potholes
Mad one ways.
and god awful fucking signage. And Albany is just, if you want me to be quite honest, is just the wannabe city. It doesn't have its own identity.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
It's
what it is,
everybody's
in my opinion, though, because
impression of where
I
they
think-
came from.
Right, and I think that's the issue is that, there's not enough people standing up for what is Albany because the identity isn't really established yet.
Right.
But from a person like me that's not from here, I see it. I see what, like, somebody from Albany is like versus somebody from Schenectady versus somebody from Troy because I hear the stories from everybody from all the 3 different places. Similar to like Brooklyn, the Bronx,
Right.
Harlem, Queens, like everybody have like their own kind of like
Their way of doing
personality-
things.
way of doing things,
Yeah.
So I think Albany gets a bad rap because they, instead of maxing out what's here, they try to impress everyone else
Yes.
outside. Like, cause there's a lot of traffic that come here, and believe it or not, it's discussed. The 518 is discussed a lot more than people think.
Albany
It's
could be
too
bigger
much.
than it is.
It's the
Yeah,
violence.
it could
I
be.
agree.
It's the violence, yo. That's what
And it's
really
very
just
petty
it's
violence.
it's petty
Oh,
violence.
nonsense.
It's keeping a lot of people from wanting to make like a real solid business.
It seems like our
wave here.
age demographic is
Yeah.
committing the violence, which I always felt like we're way too old for. I'm way too old for so many things. And fighting and hurting people. I'm not going to jail for nobody. So it's
felt
like,
that. I'm not too old.
I'm
to fight,
telling.
though. I'm not
Don't
too
do
old to
shit
fight.
around me.
well, don't.
I felt that, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm too old.
No,
I'm sorry.
Because I'm going to jail.
Actually,
Like,
sorry, not sorry. Look, if I didn't agree to it, I ain't doing it. So don't do it around me, because I will fucking tell on you.
Yeah, nobody around me just crying. Thank God.
Thank
Thank
God.
God.
No, I hear that, man. Nah, it's good to try to stay clean, man, away from it. A lot of people go to jail up here too. That's a revolving door.
Yeah.
So it's always good to try to stay on your ones and twos, man. Never want to get caught up.
I just get frustrated with Albany because I know it can be, and I think that's what it is. Like, I get so frustrated with Albany because Albany has talent. Albany has an infrastructure that actually makes shit pop.
We're the
But that's what
capital
we're doing, though.
of
That's what
New
we're
York.
doing. We're trying to
crazy.
highlight some of that here.
Yeah, it's we're
That's
the
like our
capital of
job.
New York. It's crazy that we haven't had a rapper, singer, somebody blow from Albany, New York.
Well, because when they leave, they don't claim it. That's like
They'll
like
claim where
Long
they're
Island.
born or something.
No, but that's like Long Island though. Like it's the same thing with Long Island. Like there's a lot of rappers that
There's so
come
much
from Long
talent out
Island, but
here.
then they'll say they're from another place because that's where they blew up at.
But why do you
You know
think
what I'm
that?
saying?
Why do you think like that would? So all right, because as an artist, you know, you being from where like, let's say you blew in Albany,
Sure,
like would you rep Albany or would you rep Harlem?
I would rep New York.
Okay.
So like that's like my biggest thing is like I love getting back to the state representation
Okay.
because I feel like New York is such a big state. There's so much to it. Like think about Griselda and what they did
In Buffalo.
In Buffalo.
in Buffalo. That's
That's
way
huge.
up
And
there.
that is hard.
Come
Way up
on.
north.
That is fucking
Hard.
hard.
Now there's
That's
a
hard.
Now, there is an identity to Buffalo.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
Been
like,
to 2 games up there.
Come
Completely
on.
understand it.
come on now. So like, and I've been up there for a few things, and I used to play ball, so I traveled like to play ball. But it was like, there's an identity up there, but it's still New York though. That still resonates in the state throughout the entire state. I used to live in Rockland County. You know, there's still that heartbeat of New York that still resonates in those places too. So it's just for me, if I ever make it big with music, film, or anything of that nature, I'm representing New York. Period.
Yeah,
That's
for
just
sure.
what I'll say. You know, and I'll say from 516 to the 518. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of talent out here, like in Albany, that just hasn't popped yet, and it sucks. Like I always put Albany as my location when I post anything.
Sure.
You know, to bring
helps,
some
though. That
awareness
Yeah.
to the talent that's out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's do you guys like listen to any of the local talent? Do you guys
I
like,
know
got
some.
somebody
I've heard
that
of
you would shout out?
Yeah.
Like, if you wouldn't mind for the show, just give a name from each one of you if you have one.
I think the young lady's name is Yuri.
Yuri. Okay, I know. Yeah, Yuri.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. She's doing her thing right now.
Yeah, my boy Mike put me onto her.
They sharing names.
And contrary to popular belief, I actually heard of 7.
Hey, my
I actually
boy.
have heard 7.
Oh, cause you probably know Astro.
Nope.
Oh,
I
okay.
just heard 7. I've heard 7
I love
songs
it.
before.
Let's go.
Yes. And
Shout
I didn't
out
know.
to
I was
Big
like, oh
Seb,
shit.
man. Word. Shout out to Seb.
Bang.
My boy. Seb always is getting known, man. It's so funny. No matter where we go on this globe, they're like, yo, I remember you from. It's so funny. Seb gets recognized everywhere. And he represents the 5. See, he's another one. Like most of us, we're not from here, but we moved here and kind of linked up here. But he
Yeah.
was raised in the 518 Albany Old Block. Shout out to Old Blocker, Mr. Old Blocker. But
I actually forgot one. I'm sorry.
uh-oh.
TGIF.
Oh yeah, yeah. Shout out. Yeah, he did. He's doing his thing.
I knew him back in. Well, all right. Let me rephrase that. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I knew of him when I was in high school.
Sure.
He was DJing in high school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's big.
And I
He's
always
big
like
time.
remember hearing about him, and then when I actually finally met him, honestly, I ain't gonna front. I thought he was gonna be a dick, but he's the nicest guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to DJIF, man, because
quick story after
when
you
he
said
was
that.
when he was like when I heard him on the radio, I was like, yo,
Yeah.
one of us made it.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, you know what? I gotta be dead ass honest. I think TGIF might be one of the inspirations why I actually tried to get into broadcasting.
That's dope.
He's definitely.
Now that I actually really fucking think about
His
it.
energy was always it on the radio.
Yeah.
Shit.
So the quick story about TGIF. So when I moved up here, I hit the music scene pretty hard, and the studio I was going to, I was talking to the engineer like, yo, you know any DJs out here that I can partner with for my project, just have them host my project or whatever the case may be. And he was like, yeah, yo, my boy Craig, whatever, you know TGIF. Now I done been to a few parties out here by then, so like I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, he, you know, I've had some fun at his events. So met with him just random. He was walking up Central, or is that I think that's Washington, with the Armory.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Central. That's Central.
That is Central,
Yeah,
right? Okay.
Central.
So right at the Armory, he was walking past, and my engineer called him over. You know, shout out to Merck. He was like, yeah.
Oh, he's a legend out here too.
Yeah, shout out to Merck, man. I was his second client over at the Armory when he was opening up. I remember.
He's still there. He's still there.
I'm not sure.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Gotcha.
It's been a while, but big shout out to Merck, man.
Yeah.
He's dope dude.
Yeah.
So he introduced me to TGIF, and from that moment we exchanged numbers, and we probably linked up like almost every day for a week. I want to say, let's say 3 or 4 days out of a week, which feels like every day.
Yeah,
You don't
it's
know
every
anybody,
day.
and you link up with somebody, and you spending hours. And we literally was at the Dunkin' Donuts on Lark Street. We was sitting
That's a
right
legendary.
there.
That's a legendary
spot.
spot.
In Albany,
So-
Dunkin' Donuts on Lark Street.
So like it was super different for me. You know what I mean? I'm used to like a different kind of meeting place, or you know, especially in that realm. Maybe a studio, preferably. You know what I'm saying? But we were right in the middle of that fucking Dunkin' Donuts for hours with both of our laptops out, playing records, like he's listening to songs, and we were just talking about life, his passion for the 518, and just being able to represent upstate New York is really big. So
I don't think anybody's done better than him so far.
So that's a name.
For
That's
sure.
a really good name that represents up here. So he's a good.
No, actually, yeah, no one. Actually, I will 100% say it. Nobody represents
As much
the
as-
518 better than TGI.
He has no
For sure,
beef,
for
and I
sure.
love stuff
Yeah.
like that. There's
Yeah.
nobody has an issue.
If
with
anyone
that.
hates on him,
That's crazy.
it's straight hating. Like,
Yeah, that's
Right.
crazy. I never heard
he's
anybody
never been.
say
I go
anything
way
bad.
I've never heard a negative thing about him.
I go way back with him from Equinox. Shout out to Equinox. It was like an
anytime.
after program.
Yeah,
And
anytime
we all went there and used to have like lunch and stuff like that. And I know him from that. And
That's
he's
dope.
always, genuinely as a kid, that he's always been nice and cool and humble and respectful.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he.
So anyone hates on him, it's really awesome.
It's dope.
in all what he's
It's
doing.
because no matter where he's playing at, and I try to do my best to support people that show love. You know, show love, get love. Shout out to Fresher, man, Brooklyn. I really like when we walk into a spot, no matter where it's at. Me, Big Sev, you know, anybody on the team, and he shouts us out, yo, Easy in the building, Untouched in the building. Like he does it no matter where it's at. As soon as he see me, he show the team love. So I think that's dope. It just need more people like that want to show love, man. Like it's hard to do for people, man. I don't get it. I think showing love is like one of the easiest things.
It really is.
To like do.
A simple shout out, like you said, shout out, yo.
Yeah,
it's
like,
so
yo.
simple.
You know, and it's
show the love.
It's
Do you
crazy.
think-
It's not enough around here?
All right, so do you think like maybe some of it, like people don't like really venturing out so much because maybe sometimes expectations, where it's like, oh, I was expecting you to maybe, I don't know, let's just throw a number. Like, instead of shouting me out once or twice, you only did it once.
Yeah.
But I was expecting 5.
Yeah,
Or something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Well, no, Sam, I say that
I know
only
what you
because
mean.
there's some people where it's like, yo, like, all right, yeah, we hung out, we chilled.
So the entitlement.
So the entitlement
Yeah.
where it's like,
It's
oh, you're supposed to
That's-
shout me out
that's a whole
everywhere.
different
So
conversation.
that's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
because
that's a whole different conversation.
That's why I kind of like to get
it
to
could be
know.
some sort of insecurity within that person that you feel entitled that this
Right.
person needs to shout you out every time they see you.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's some weird
wild.
jealousy, insecurity line right there.
Right.
I think.
Right.
If you feel entitled that you need to shout me
Right.
out every time you see me.
Yeah, that's attention seeking. That's
Yeah.
like, there's a lot to that. There's a lot to that.
And me personally, I just try to avoid like anything like that because, like, you know, I love what I'm watching everybody build. Like, your setup is fucking phenomenal.
Yo, thank you,
phenomenal.
man. Appreciate
I'm
you, bro.
inspired by it.
Appreciate you.
I'm inspired actually with just simply the work that you're doing.
Yo, appreciate it. Likewise.
Because this is like kind of like what I want to do in the podcast world, where I just want to find people who just love podcasting and then fucking bring them to a place where they can have fun doing what they love and learning how to do it to the best of their ability, learning with us, you know, because we're still fucking learning. And, you know, that's why I'm like really happy to be on here because like I'm seeing your setup and I am just nothing but inspired.
That's what's up.
To do better and to honestly like as I consider us like both. I want to say the word right. Cohorts, is that correct word? Like we're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But
Comrades.
Yeah.
Like we're like comrades in arms and it's
I know
like
what
we're
you
fighting the same fight. But I always just let people know like I also do look at everybody as competition as well.
Of course.
And but healthy competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I'm not gonna shit on nobody.
Right.
Like in
It's
terms
supposed
of
to inspire and make you want to level up.
yes.
Make you want to work
That's
hard.
exactly what it
just
is.
makes you want to level up. Just take it to the next step. It's like, all right, like, cause, excuse me, like, I'll give you an example about your show. Like, when watching your show, what I loved about it was the energy. I love the preparation it seemed like you guys had which is funny because
Fucking
that's how it seems. Because that's one of our things here is like I said, I like to just sit and chat. I don't have anything set or written out to ask you guys. I just want to vibe. You know, that's what it's all about.
Too,
I'm a conversationalist.
Yep.
You know, I like to converse. I like to dive into deep thought. You know, I'm a thinker. You know, I always take my time to rack my brain around a lot of different things, different topics. But you guys inspired me because of the energy, how the way it looks, how you guys have it with like it makes you know if you look, it's just so dope how no matter what, who's that? I want to shout out
Culture.
Shout out to Culture.
That's what we call Producer Bay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to he was cool as fuck too.
Cool.
Shout out to Culture, man. Yeah. But yeah, just the way you guys have it set up is so dope because it has a theme. It keeps people eyes entertained at all times. Like that picture you guys got at the bottom right there is dope. And then you guys all set up there, and then you have your logo up top. So shit like that inspires me. You know, you guys got like an intro vibe happening. You guys know how to transition.
We try to do segments.
You know? Yes.
But I also like
I
this
love
way of podcasting too, just kind of letting it flow and talk, and that's what we used to do. And then we kind of incorporated segments and certain kind of games to get guests or our followers and listeners engaged more. It's more like for engagement.
Because you gotta switch it up.
You
know, you run stagnant for so long, and you kind of just like feel it.
Right.
Like, and even in music, I know you know this, where it's like I've been doing this same kind of whatever for X amount of years. I want to try something different. Let's try a different type of way of doing it. Because I was actually against the segment stuff. Sam had to convince me. I fucking hated it. I was like, this ain't potting. This ain't potting.
This
What
ain't
the fuck
potting,
are
we
we
not
doing?
potting.
No, this is not how we used to do it. But then I was like,
To me, it gives the listeners something to look forward to every episode.
Yeah.
You know, who's Sam gonna do next? You know, it's on. What's the pump progress? What's the shame game gonna be this week? It gives them something to look forward to, and it gives them. I like the engagement of it.
I had to.
Because we tell, link down below, because we do guess what friend it is.
That's dope.
And we
I like
play
that.
a clip who
I like
represents
that game.
what.
That game is cool.
You had it right that time you was on. But you guess what that clip, who it represents. Yeah, and you comment down below, and then we do minority support where we read our listeners' questions and comments. It's about engagement.
It really is about
it really is about
people. It's about
the people
them
and the engagement. That's why we call it a podcast for friends by a friend.
That's awesome. Because I love how you guys get the people and the listeners involved with stuff like that. And that's what inspires me. To getting back to what we were saying, you know, I watch how you guys put it together. I like the fact that you got a nice setup here. I told you before in your show, the fact that it's 2 girls and 1 guy. That's not as common as, you know, the 2 guys and 1 girl, which has proven to be a very, very popular and favorable
Format.
podcast
I'm a fucking
format.
trendsetter.
So
Don't
like,
forget
what you guys
it.
got it, this guy. But it's cool because it's a balance of personalities. Everybody has their own energy here, and like for real, like stand alone. So what I like to say about our team is that we're all individual stars that build a constellation that's untouched. So like we all can shine on our own, you know. And I see that, and y'all all got your own light. And the fact that you put 3 lights, like if I put 3 of them on right now, that thing gets super bright. You know what I'm saying? So like you stick with that. You know, it's always gonna be tough.
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? It's always gonna be tough, but like find ways, because you know I have a few things to talk about after the show and stuff that can also just be resources. You know, people are talking about some stuff, and podcasters are coming together actually in a way like the independent come up, you know, people from all over, and they've been reaching out, and I've been shouting you guys out. You're like the only, like, to be honest with you, no disrespect to any other people out there doing their podcast, but locally, like you guys are the only ones I follow and really keep up with on that tip for sure. And I say that extends down to New York City. If it's not like a big name one, you know, I watch a lot of you know, the heavy hitters.
Street
Yeah.
champs.
You know, you know, all the heavy hitters. I watch
Benzino
it
should be
good.
ashamed of himself.
Yo.
What up? Sorry, you make light-skinned motherfuckers look
Oh,
bad,
okay,
bitch.
okay.
That is
He really
horrible.
did.
I didn't watch it. He
I didn't
cried,
watch it
right?
either.
Like a fucking
Oh,
newborn
man.
Sam.
I mean, he's
Sam, like a
frustrated.
baby.
We can't be vulnerable out in these streets.
That was bad.
Can't show emotion.
Can't show-
Yo, I'm gonna have a moment of honesty.
I'm crying.
I was a Benzino fan. I liked him on Shut Your Face. I
Oh.
liked him on
You
Love
think
and
it's
Hip Hop.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Shut-
You're fucking ass.
Yeah, because I'm
I
a
knew
bird.
you
Wait,
would
what's
say
the
that.
song? It's like,
No music. No music. Hold on.
what's
Hold
the
on.
song? What's the song?
Hold on. I don't know, because I don't care about his music. All right, listen.
So what are you a fan of?
Yeah, how'd you feel?
Love and Hip Hop. He was great on Love and Hip Hop.
I'm crying.
No,
No,
You was a fan
listen.
of him on the
My
show.
introduction to him,
Yeah.
right? He was giving Stevie J solid advice. He gave him solid advice. He was like, well, he's like, yo, Stevie, you can't ask Mimi to be cool. You can't keep your dick in your pants. You know, like, you doing wrong. I was like,
Are you
okay,
dead
I'm
ass?
dead ass
Why he was
serious.
in the
That's what made you fandom.
Hold, okay, listen.
Can I pause it?
Don't judge me, you fucking judgies. All right, I didn't know
I can
all the
say-
other shit.
Okay.
All right, okay, I knew
What's
he
the
owned the
code?
source. I knew he hated Eminem. But I was like,
I'll be
I was like, oh, okay. You know, he's just a little goober.
You have to use the bathroom too? All right.
Oh, you know what? Y'all get out of here. I'll hold this shit down my damn
We
self.
gotta take a break.
Untouched, baby. 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 Do what I wanna do, go where I wanna go. Nigga, please, I can head overseas to duck the snow.
Yeah, so speaking of Benzino
Yes.
on Drink Champs, so I want you guys to let me know like some inspirations as far as podcasts that you know, some podcasts
Oh my
that are out
I
there.
have-
If you have a few, please share 3.
Okay.
If you have just one, that's cool. I just want to hear from everyone. We'll start with Sam.
No,
Favorite
podcast,
podcast that you like to watch or
favorite
listen to?
podcast. For me, will always be Joe Budden's podcast. That's what
Yeah.
really got me into podcasting.
That's what's
I
up.
still
Shout out
want to
to Joe
speak
Budden.
into existence. I just want to be a guest on his podcast. I love
what's up.
Parks. I loved him when he had Rory and Maul. I love Rory and Maul's podcast as well.
Yeah.
I love his new setup with Ice and Ish and Melissa
Yeah.
Ford. I love everyone.
Yeah.
Queen's Flip. I love
Queen's
all them
Flip,
too.
crazy ass.
Yeah, I thought that was like, I watched Queen's
That was
Flip.
random for him.
Right. I
to
watched
end up
Queen's
on it.
Flip years, like when World Star was a
Sure,
thing. Remember?
sure. Yeah,
And he
yeah.
would always.
Always
So
doing some
he
wild
is.
shit.
I love watching people that I've been watching for years fucking make it. It's
Yeah,
like the best
me too.
feeling.
Me
So,
I feel like
how
I feel
does
like
it feel to
I'm-
have a better podcast that they do?
Steven.
Yo,
We can only, you know.
Steve just,
Yeah, I know. Then
he just shot right at the.
Oh, absolutely.
He just shot right at the top. So,
Oh, no, don't worry. I have an excuse.
Another one
So
for me, you guys don't know. She's a comedian named Nicole Byer.
Okay.
Her podcast is called Why Won't You Date Me?
Okay.
It's hilarious. She's
Shout
like
out
I
to
said,
Nicole Byer,
she's
man.
a comedian. She was doing the website. Remember? So me and Steve, when we started, I was single. Steve was single, and I was like, we were on the dating sites, and they're fucking awful. And I was like, yo, bro, we need to like record what these people say to us, like with the messages we get on these dating sites, and that's what she does.
Oh, so she flipped
and
that.
she does that, and then she asks people about their relationship stuff. I love her podcast.
That's cool.
I would love to meet her.
That's cool.
She's also someone that I watched. Like, she used to be on Girl Code for MTV, and now she's got a Netflix special.
Yeah.
All types of shit. She's
Now is her
touring.
Netflix special gonna be like her?
It's just her.
Stand up.
Yeah, it's her stand up. She's
That's
a
fine.
comedian, so she's already got a Netflix special, which is
That's
fucking
dope.
huge. She does the Funny Bone. She tours, so she's and she was on a show called
Is this
Grand
the girl that you and Cole?
No, that's Miss
No, that's
Pat.
Miss Pat.
That's
Okay.
another.
That's Miss Pat.
That's my next one. The third one would be another comedian, Miss Pat. I actually seen her on New Year's. She's another one. I'm telling you, I'm watching these people literally come from, you know, numbers that we're doing now, and they now have television shows, specials. It's amazing. So Miss
That's
Pat,
dope.
to
That's
Pat
dope.
Down is another podcast that's fucking hilarious.
That's a great name.
Hey.
I think
shout out
I
to
love
her.
I like a lot of
That is a
comedy.
really
Yeah, the
good
Pat
fucking
Down is
name.
awesome.
Pat
That's
Down.
awesome.
Yeah, I love comedy podcasts. Like with
like to laugh.
yeah, with
Yeah.
Joe Budden, his has, that's why I like his has like information. It's informational, just like Joe Rogan, and then has comedy.
Don't compare the two. Sorry.
Joe
Did he
Rogan's pretty
ask
good
you?
though.
Did he ask
Sorry.
you?
I'm sorry.
It's gonna get to you.
You can interrupt me.
That was gonna be
I don't want to. Damn it! I'm trying to give you.
That was
He
gonna be my
asked for the
choice.
authentic
So,
Minority Plus
I
One
know,
experience.
I know. God damn it! Shut the fuck up. Anyway, so yeah, it would be Joe Budden, the Joe Budden podcast, the Pat Down, and what was Why Won't You Date Me by Nicole Byer.
Okay. Brittany, do you have any podcasts that you
Us.
follow?
You said us.
Us. And technically, yeah.
I mean, technically, yeah, us.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
Yeah, because you listen when you're not on.
Yo,
there.
and
busted
obviously
your cherry.
Joe, who I love Joe.
you like the Joe Budden podcast?
Of course,
Yeah.
I love Joe. Pump It Up is forever. My
Yeah, it's a
favorite.
classic.
Pump
Classic.
It Up. That's that
Classic.
forever.
It is.
Just blaze.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey! Like, you know,
Fun fact.
Can
Do you know why? Do you know why he does that?
What?
He was trying to mimic Joe.
Oh,
Really?
So that just blaze. He was trying to
but he
mimic
does that in all
Joe's.
the.
He does it all.
I know,
Yeah.
but,
No, but-
that's where it came from. He was trying to mimic Joe's voice.
Oh,
Okay.
'Cause I
didn't
feel like
know
I heard
that.
him
So he was
Yeah.
doing it as a joke.
he do that also.
And then he's like, yo, just blaze. And then it just stuck.
Whoa.
Nah, well, he was doing beats before that record though.
And he was saying just blaze?
Yes.
Like that?
I
So
swear
then why
he
did I
was-
hear it wrong?
I
Ah, see,
swear
thank you.
he was
Easy.
on the
See, I
Chili
was
song.
told wrong then.
Yeah,
I was, so look,
yeah,
that's why he's telling me I'm wrong.
Just
I'm wrong.
Blaze, yeah, Just Blaze go back for a
Right,
minute,
but
yeah.
so didn't
Nah,
Because
I
didn't
think
Joe
what
and
it
them
was,
grow together?
No, what I think
No.
it was is that I think he set it along with him.
Oh.
So like what people who
Oh, my bad.
that make beats sometimes what they do for their tag. So that's really like their tag on a beat.
Right.
So like they could have a female say it. You know, our producer, in-house producer, shout out to Scales Beats. He has a tag. Sometimes it's a female saying
Cole does,
Scales
you know,
Beats.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I can't
Kings
even
of
do it.
culture.
Go ahead, Brittany, 'cause I can't do it.
See, everybody got it.
Of culture.
Damn it!
I know, and then you
You
had
ain't
Maybach.
never known about
Maybach
it.
I'm
But
proud.
I can't even do it. Kings of Culture.
King
That's
of
a tag. Yeah.
So yeah, man. Yeah, it's like something that can be done where the artist that you're doing the collaboration with can come in and do a tag for you.
Okay.
So that might even be Joe
My bad.
along with him for that tag. You know
I
what I'm
learned
saying?
something, Steve.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey,
but yeah.
you can teach this old dog new tricks.
So other than Joe Budden's and you know, of course, you guys podcast, which is dope.
I know. I mean,
any
of course,
others?
there's the female
Joe
ones
Rogan.
that I be listening to, Joe Rogan. But of course, you know, I do love Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
But
Okay, shout out to Joe Rogan.
and
Word.
then I'm not
Was
even
it
gonna
horrible
lie to you. I'm
decisions?
like guilty one. I really kind of like Teen Moms. Yes, that's my
Okay.
bitch.
What's
Like
it called?
coffee and podcast.
Yeah,
Okay.
Coffee and
combos or
podcast.
something
Yeah,
like that.
and that should be like literally it just keeps you up to date with it. I'm like Steve has a guilty fucking love and
Love
hip
and
hop
hip-hop.
pleasure.
Love and Hip Hop was my guilty
I feel like I've
pleasure.
been following Teen Mom
Me
for a
too.
minute
So that's your guilty
now.
pleasure right now.
Since
as far
they
as
popped out these
It's
kids
not-
at 16,
And now-
I've
wait,
been
hold
with
on.
them,
Now the-
okay?
now the kids
I
are
have
16.
been with
Now
them.
the kids
Like,
are
it takes a
16
village to
and
raise.
pregnant, okay?
Me too.
I have watched them
I
throughout
watched
the
them
years.
too.
I respect
And,
it.
you know, this
I
is...
respect
Yo,
it.
these
This
bitches
country's going to hell.
These
This is
bitches-
why.
That's my guilty. I have
So
to
That
say.
be my shit. That's my guilty fucking pleasure. That's
So
my
would you
shit.
say that's your three? Is Joe Buttons, Joe Rogan, and
And
the Teen
Coffee and
Mom
Combos.
crying?
Yes.
I can't
Yeah.
listen, Brittany.
That's
I'm
gotta
with you. That's my
gotta
guilty
be. I'm
pleasure
telling
shit,
you,
too.
like-
That and baddies.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm crying, I'm crying.
I just be thinking like, if I was them, maybe because I like violence. If I was them, I would really
I
hurt.
like violence, so you know.
I'd really hurt these bitches. Like the
Nah,
shit
I
that they
felt that.
say and do, and they be getting them this close. I would.
Yo.
Like,
Nah, Sam throw hands.
yeah, I would
Sam will put
really.
hands
I'd be
on
like, I don't know how they do it because I would hurt them bad.
Yo,
But, like,
I think that's how Krishan, what's her
Yeah.
name, rocked
But
out
she's-
with
Real.
his face.
No, but
Because
she's.
she had hands, and he was like, "Yo, she was beating up everybody at his little
But she's
house."
a different. To me, she just has no self control
Yes.
in general,
Mm-hmm.
and she's such a. I don't like bullies, and she's
Yeah.
ignorant. I just
pushed
don't.
the energy
Yeah,
back,
she's a
back.
bully. She's ignorant. I don't like her at all. I don't like that we pushed her to be anything that we watched this chick. I mean, I'm part of the problem with baddies. Don't get me wrong.
Everybody watch, everybody
Yeah,
watch because
but I'm just saying,
people want to
like,
see. People want to see.
She's
the
so despicable. You
They
know
want
what
to
I
see.
mean? Like,
They want to see dramatic. Like that's one thing. You know, is money, sex, violence, drugs. Like it's America,
Yeah.
so people.
No, we
wanna
love to
see the
sensationalize all the
craziest-
bad
shit.
Yeah, that's like always gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but fortunately,
I know
because
she's being
it's entertainment.
I know she's being.
And
I
I'm
know to a
entertained.
certain extent she's being exploited, but it's
Sure,
like
she is.
she also does have serious issues, and she knows that she has, and doesn't care, and has no respect for anyone
I get what you're saying.
or herself. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I can't really.
Copy
I
that.
could go on and on about that.
So Steve, you're three, bro.
All right. So can I give you my 3 podcasts? And also, I do have 2 radio shows.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
that counts.
Just because
That counts.
without them, I wouldn't have done what I did.
Yeah, that counts.
So the 2 radio shows were actually Howard Stern and Opie and Anthony.
Oh, get out. Howard Stern, you freaky deaky.
I know.
For
You
real.
I have been
Damn,
depraved my
Steve.
entire
Yeah,
life.
he went there.
Damn.
All right, and this is before Howard Stern became a bitch.
I seen Private Parts, right? Wasn't that his movie?
That was his
Private
movie.
Parts?
That was a true story.
Yeah.
I got into them later. Let me refrain for that. I did not grow up listening to Howard Stern. But
Wait,
when I
hold
grow
on,
up,
real
when I
fast, Steve. Was he the first person to bring porn stars on his radio show?
I don't
Because
believe
Sway kind of took that over.
I don't believe so.
So he got
Sway's got a
stars
lot
on
of porn
his
stars on
Get
his.
Out.
I don't believe so.
Sway on the freaky deaky.
Yeah.
He
So,
he
it was-
set
What
off a
happened
lot
to
of other
like
stuff,
the
but
freestyle on Sway? Does he still do that?
He still does. He does it all.
Okay.
That's one thing.
Shout out
We
to
should
Sway,
talk about
man. Sway
Sway
on his
because he's
game.
a legend, and they
oh
don't
god, yeah.
Yeah.
they
Shout
don't
out to
talk
Sway.
about
He
him
on his
enough.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sway.
of course.
He interviews everyone.
And he stands on business.
He's
man.
interviewed Kardashians, like
I love
everybody.
how he stand on
Yeah,
business,
like that's
man.
like Sway is really a legend. But when I asked that, was he the first to like interview
honestly,
porn stars? Because I'm very, very fascinated by their stories.
I am
Yeah.
not. All right, so
Yeah.
I am not 100% positive. Like I said, I actually got into Howard Stern when I got older. So I really didn't listen to that kind of shit. I was more I just listened to music.
Yeah.
But so in terms of I never thought about broadcasting. I never thought about putting my voice out.
Me neither.
The first thing I actually tried was rap.
The Prodigal Son.
The Prodigal Son, I was a Christian rapper. Now, it did start. So in terms of podcasting, it started with Joe Budden. I was a day one. Joe Budden was my second favorite rapper. I was there from the start of his podcast
With Marissa.
with Marissa Mendez.
Yep.
I said, "Oh, I know I can do this," and that's when I had reached out to Ish and Mike. The second one was actually Brilliant Idiots with Charlamagne the God and Andrew Schultz before they popped and got big.
Yeah.
I loved the authenticity. I just loved two motherfuckers cutting ass on one another.
Yeah.
I like that they were from two completely different fucking industries.
And world.
You got comedy world, and then you got fucking radio world.
Yeah.
You get
And they
gold,
came together.
and they're both fucking great at it.
Because they're ruthless. They're ruthless as far as they
don't take themselves too fucking seriously. At least at that time.
There's no way. There's no like place they wouldn't really go to.
Nothing was off limits.
Nothing was off limits. Word for sure.
So there was them, and then it's kind of like a tie between Star from Star in the Morning. His show.
See, I see where you trending, bro. I see what you like about shows, but we'll get to that after.
And also, Joe Rogan.
Okay.
Joe Rogan was Joe Rogan doesn't pretend to be smart. He just puts smart people around him and just goes, "Oh wow, that's amazing."
Yeah.
And I go, I love that shit. I'm like, I always like listening to people who are smarter than me.
Yeah.
I'm not a smart person. I just know what I know, and it happens to work. But people who just know certain shit, I could listen to somebody talk about space for hours if you know what you're talking about and make it intriguing.
Sure.
So I always loved that. So that's what got me into podcasting. But what made me even want to podcast to begin with was actually Howard Stern and Opie and Anthony, because I consider Opie and Anthony and Howard Stern the actual originators of the format of podcasting.
Yeah, I see that.
Before it was called
for
podcasting.
sure.
Before it was even called podcasting.
Nah, no doubt.
Especially Howard Stern.
No doubt. Yeah, Howard Stern was
the conversations he would have was very much in a podcast
He was allowing them to tell their story.
And he was uninhibited. Like, he was problematic as well.
Yeah.
The fat shaming of Anna Nicole Smith. He asked her to stand on a scale when she got there.
Yeah.
Like, he was mean.
He was mean.
Yeah.
And then like the racial stuff that
Robin's black ass. I'm like, bitch, you the black bitch here. What the fuck? Talk. Speak up. Say something.
So that's where I was getting at with you. Is like, it feels like the trend is you like controversy.
I sure do.
You like the controversy that comes out of these guys because they are, what do they say, perpetual line steppers?
Yes.
Habitual. I said perpetual.
But I also want to know if you're standing on your shit.
Steppers.
I want to know if you
That's
believe what you believe. And I think
Right.
that's what those kind of shows, that's why I like Joe Rogan. Do you really fucking believe what you're out there putting? Like, do you really stand on what you're saying?
Sure.
Because I can have respect for that.
Yeah.
What I hate is grifters.
Yeah.
And I hate people who just hop on trendy things or
just
try to start
something.
shit just to rile people up for no fucking reason, but you have no vested interest into it. And I felt like those kind of shows, like, as fucked up as they were, it did. I like seeing people for who the fuck they are, and it just showed you who people really were.
That's the reality of what people do and what they say. Like, white folks, they talk crazy when we not around. Like, you know what I'm saying? They talk.
Sam, it ain't even just that. If you listen to Opie and Anthony, the late great Patrice O'Neal is one of the trust me, this world would be a better place if he was here. The shit that used to come out that man's mouth. But he had a philosophy and a meaning behind it. And that's what it was. And that's what he met with people. And that's what they never tried to shut up on their show. And that's why I was like, yeah, that's what you fucking need. You need, who gives a fuck what you believe in? But can you be met with opposition? And then stand on it. And then if you wrong, be like, oh shit, I'm wrong.
Right.
And then if I just miss like I'm not gonna front. I miss the confrontation. You used to have to see people. You used to have to go and see somebody. You used to have to be like, yo, I heard it was like, for real, this is what you really believe? All right, now we're going to have a discussion. We're going to talk about it. Let's see where we react.
People still get confrontations. The problem is,
it's different.
Society is saying, you're emotional. You're being a little bitch. Like, why are you yelling? Like, you can't even be passionate about anything anymore.
I hate that. I hate that you can't be.
That you're an emotional wreck or something.
Yeah, and that sucks for a person like me because I'm super passionate. So if I'm really like into a discussion about something, like I'm the barbershop passionate.
People don't care no more. That's
you
the
know,
thing. You're passionate, right? And if you're in a room of motherfuckers who don't care about shit and they're depressed.
The energy
he's
off.
Emotional, bro. He's bugging. He's doing too much.
Doing too much. Yeah, that's the new thing. Yeah, that's the new thing. Is doing too much. That's the new statement.
We're all fucking depressed. I talk about all the time where this whole world is fucking depressed.
I disagree with that. I think we're all meant to think that we're depressed, and we're just not appreciative.
Yeah,
I think we're missing the big.
I felt that. It's hard to appreciate the journey when it don't seem like there's light at the end of the tunnel.
How can any of us really appreciate, except for us who are actually in the fucking doing part, who actually give a fuck about what we're doing? But when you see just motherfuckers who you've never ever heard before, you will never hear it from again, but looking like they live such lavish lifestyles and shit like this, and you just go, oh my god, look at how they're living, and they make it look so fucking easy and all this other bullshit, and you're actually trying to fucking
remember you were
the influencers. I hate influencers. I hate them with every fiber of my fucking being. I hate influencers. I think they're the worst thing fucking moving right now. I think life coaches, you can all suck a dick.
Sheesh.
I want
inviting somebody to the Frank stand is wild.
You know what? You can suck it, eat it, feed it, do whatever in any orifice you like. Well, right. I fucking hate you people.
There goes Howard Stern.
Oh, fucking too. You know what it is? Because that's another. Because I think he's a bitch
Not
now.
The Frank
so I'm actually
stand.
mad about that because no. Listen, I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because what he did, he is the ultimate grifter. That motherfucker rode the wave of free speech, do whatever. They're trying to censor me, guys. Look at me. Buy my book. Watch my movie. Do all this. Do all that. Motherfucker finally hit 1 billion and was like, hey, guys, I think anybody who doesn't get vaccinated needs to fucking die. Just so you know. I'm just letting you know. Hey, listen. No, fuck that. Nah. Sam, he always wanted to be the people he used to shit on. There's a big fucking difference. He wanted to be who he is now. He finally got it. That's why he did that fucking American Idol, whatever the fuck that stupid shit was, and all this other bullshit. America's Got Talent, that's what it was. Yep. He always wanted to be the celebrities he used to roast. And that's why the fucker's a legend. You can't take it away. You can't take away what he did, but now that you know that it was built based off bullshit, that's the problem. That's who I fucking hate, and that's what these fucking kids do. Talk about, let me tell you how to fix your life. Tell me about yours first. And I want to hear the negative shit. Why did you break up? What did you do? It wasn't just all this. And that's what I'm fucking having an issue with. Is motherfuckers getting the relationship advice from fucking TikTok and Instagram and all this other bullshit. I'm sorry. Life is more than a fucking minute clip, dickheads. And I wish people would fucking start realizing that more.
Yo, my man Steve went nuclear.
I'm sorry,
real quick.
I fucking just got instantly mad.
Yo, it's okay, man. It's okay. That's what this space is for. Let it out, bruh. Let it out.
That felt great.
Pause.
That felt great, and thank you for not cutting me off.
Nah, you gotta have at it, man. Sometimes you gotta let it vent. Cat Williams gotta let people do it.
Do you know she would have told me to wrap it up?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. She kind of did that with her eyes.
I know. I saw her. She can't help it.
She kind of told your ass to yo, simmer down, young man.
We want to go home and hear Steve go with his fucking rant.
No. We're not doing that because they know they'll say shit that's gonna get me mad.
There you go.
They know it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Cat Williams, yo, he did that. Everybody explosive now. Everybody explosive now, man.
Cat. That motherfucker. That's a nasty motherfucker, man. That man inspires me.
So I wanted to ask, so as far as formatting for a podcast, which one do you think is, and we're not gonna do numbers, obviously. It's just all of opinion. Mm-hmm. What do you think is more of something where it's individually, like a solo podcast, or although you guys only work as a team, but do you feel like the flow of something, if you were to have a show by yourself, do you feel the flow of it
will change completely.
Would change completely.
It's so
Right.
hard. I've had to do a solo show before.
Yeah.
Way fucking harder.
Yeah.
It's a completely different skill set.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
There was one in Albany. She don't pod no more, but she ever sees it. She was the best to do it. It was fucking Tatiana.
Yeah.
I thought she had the best
She's really good at that.
solo podcast
Yeah.
in Albany. And
I just don't like to talk to myself.
And in terms of
or
males,
to talk to the screen, or like I like to talk to people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
me
that's
too.
why like for
Yeah.
my show you don't see any like just shows with just me on it.
Right.
Because like I like to have a conversation. I like the difference of opinions. I like to debate a little.
Yep.
I like the back and forth,
Yes,
if you will.
exactly.
You know, I feel like that's a really good thing to have because it's healthy. I feel like after a while, you can run out of stuff to talk about sometimes.
within 10 episodes.
Yeah,
It'll be
just
unless
sitting
you
in
have
front
a
of it.
specific niche or a certain thing that you're trying to tackle. It's so fucking hard.
Yeah.
And I was always, and there was another guy. I'm gonna shout him out, man. I gotta oh my god, I just fucking remember. I forgot his name. We did a show. What the? I know his name, huh?
Wale.
No,
Mr. Beast.
no. Oh my god, I am so sorry.
That's so right.
I am so fucking. I said disclaimer earlier.
Okay, hold on. We did
It was when we first started. We weren't even doing video at the time.
we did a show. Miles.
Not Miles.
Then I don't know.
Are you kidding? We went to Schenectady.
We did the Play Myself show.
No, Sam, are you serious?
Keep
This.
talking.
Oh my god, this sucks. He does it on Facebook. I work with his cousin. Oh, Brittany, you were there. Mugs. Yes.
Shout out to
Mugs, I am so fucking sorry, dude.
Shout out to Muggs, man.
First of
Mugs.
all, Mugs, he didn't describe you very well.
I really didn't.
Yeah.
I said disclaimer. I think he's gonna find that funny if he sees this. But Muggs was the male counterpart
Yeah.
to a solo podcaster
He shows
who
the-
shows
it's the
fucking
morning
phenomenal.
He shows
Yeah,
the morning,
Morning
show,
show
at
after
night.
the morning
That's
show at
dope.
night. He
That's dope.
was a phenomenal podcaster, a solo podcaster.
That's cool, man. I I always thought about it like, yo, I'm just gonna put the camera in front of me.
So
and just,
hard.
I'm just not really into it like that, you know, to just talk and. So I don't like to hear myself talk. I just like to, you know, engage in
I don't know, I think it's
conversation.
better when you have engagement all the time. Like I
Right.
think at least two people need to be part of it.
Yeah, I
do
felt
like
that.
single podcasts.
Yeah, I like it too,
Like,
but I like when they
Don't
have
Call Me
someone.
White Girl. She has a podcast. She's a
Bill
comedian.
Burrs is amazing.
Oh, I like
Bill
it, Bill
Burrs,
Burr.
but
I never
know
heard
that
his podcast.
hers-
Oh, man,
hers
shit's
is-
He's
great.
hilarious.
Yeah,
so.
hers is single, but I started noticing that now the people that she would speak to outside, like off the set, are now on the podcast because the engagement. Everyone wants to hear like other options besides your own.
Nah,
other
for sure.
opinions.
Nah, I felt that, man. I felt that. And I just feel like everyone's trying this one way or another, and it's hard to stick with it. And I feel once you have something special and you got a little chemistry, don't let it go.
What I
You
tell
know
you,
what I
Sam?
mean? So like you guys got a super dope chemistry, man, and you're a fucking firecracker, this guy here. And you was on the show the other time for my show. You were the one that was like
It switches.
amped up.
It's
But so
I
you
can't-
had it too, but it was like
I
you was one
can't right
and
now
you
'cause I
pretty
can barely
consistent with your
talk.
chill
Yeah, I
vibe. You
can't
always
barely
just
talk.
chilling.
Yeah.
No, Brittany will fucking go off as well.
If he-
And
I
that's
go
what I
off
love.
when it's
I'm gonna tell you
necessary.
right now, I
I'm-
couldn't have. I personally
when I go off,
could
it's
not have
necessary.
two better co-hosts than these two ladies.
Yeah, they're
As
cool,
much
man.
as these two fucking give me a goddamn headache, and I mean,
Ew.
shut up. You don't think you give me a headache?
Migraine.
You're not
virus?
problematic sometimes?
No.
She said absolutely not.
Nigga, please. All right. All I'm saying is, but in
Pretty
terms of
down.
when the
Right.
cameras come on, and when it's time to have guests on, professional.
Y'all get right to it.
Like, I come with gunslingers. That's
Yeah,
what
that's
I
what's
always
up.
say. I come with gunslingers. I come with motherfucking professionals
Yeah,
who
man.
fucking know how to get busy on their shit.
And that's
Which is
one thing I
why-
kept saying to Big Seb is that you guys were super professional with the approach. Like it was, I've been interviewed, you know, a handful of times. You know, an interesting interview process was all through email, which was interesting. Send me a bunch of email questions as an interview, and then they wrote up an article.
and like took my questions from there. So it's not
Oh,
like they
that's-
really.
all
That was
right.
like cheating the game, low
Yeah.
key. But like anyway,
That's
I'm
not even
I'm not
journalism.
gonna. Yeah, it's not.
That's
it's
not even journalism.
No, so I don't even want to. I'm not gonna shout out that platform and shit
Yeah,
on them
you're
like
trash.
that. But yeah, that was a terrible
know.
experience with interviews. But like, I've had a handful, and yours by far, no disrespectfully, was like the most entertaining, and it was a lot of fun. Big Sev was here with me when I was doing it. Like when I was sitting at my desk, he was over at the control room or whatever. I mean, it's control section, and I was just cracking up. And he couldn't really hear anything, but he would hear me like repeat some stuff, and he would start laughing. But like,
That's what we.
it's just the energy that you guys bring. It's always it's infectious. I'm always chill, relaxed, calm. I'm always like that. My show is always gonna be like that.
That's
but you guys
important.
bring that energy though.
That's
you guys bring
fucking
that energy.
important. I don't think everybody should be like everybody. I don't think like there's so many avenues. There's so many ways to do things. I'm still looking for Albany's fucking sports podcast.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that.
For somebody to come out with one.
Somebody to come out with one.
I am.
Like,
we tackling a lot of things.
something, like-
But there is a whole community.
We got some
There is.
stuff.
Flag football,
Yeah.
the Benson basketball team. There's a
Yeah.
whole community of
And we're gonna tap into a lot of things, man. I can't wait. We're gonna all of us. We're gonna
I'm
talk.
looking
We'll do
forward
some more
to seeing
things.
I'll look you up because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know people.
Yeah,
And
we
yeah,
do some
and we
things.
actually worked with another podcast
Yeah.
group. This is why she's sick. I actually got her sick on this podcast. My bad, Sam. And shout out to the
That's
5-1.
why I'm usually. I got energy. But
Trust
like,
me,
I
I
can't
saved
I
y'all
can't
from
really
ear
talk,
piercing
but, like,
yells.
I'm crying.
I have,
But-
our my adult ADHD is what keeps the energy going. But yeah.
I mean, we were on the 5-1 Great Network.
Yep.
They're Albany based. Again,
They
great
have a
show.
sports podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have they're doing a lot of other things too. So I'm actually really excited to see what Albany, in terms of podcasting, is doing. I'm excited to see
us collabing, all 518 podcasts collabing. We've collabed with pretty much all of them.
Everybody.
That's dope. That's dope, man. I love to hear that type of stuff
I
because
reach
you gotta
out
be able to
I always
collab.
reach out. I always, accept requests. Like you reached out to me, and I was like, yeah, hell yeah, come on. Like, let's
I
do it.
love
You
that
reached
type
out
of
to
shit.
Steve.
Cause you'd be surprised how many people you can reach out to and they just dub your shit. Like
I know.
that, like
so
it's like it's not even like they would be a big platform or a small platform. It's like just say something,
But how
like
is
if
it-
you,
but-
especially when you look at it, just be like I'm busy right now, or
Right.
just not really going in that direction. That's fine, but
But
it's
how
just
does it
funny.
even hurt? Like, what the fuck does it hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, seriously.
doesn't
I
hurt.
agree.
Like,
Either
you
put
take
the
it out
episode out or not.
or
You know what I'm
not.
saying? It's up to
It
you.
either works or it fucking doesn't.
Yeah.
And truthfully,
That's it.
if it doesn't work most of the time, it's whoever's on the fucking interviewer.
Right.
We haven't
Seriously.
had a bad. Well, I think we had one bad guest,
Oh, don't blow me.
Oh, I know. No, I know what she's talking about. Don't
Right.
worry.
and it was a friend
Right.
of ours.
Cool.
And she was a friend of ours. She just wasn't.
Copy. Don't. You don't
No,
got that.
no, it's
No,
not.
because
We only
honestly,
had
it was
one.
somebody who's been calling me out the whole time.
Oh, no.
And I was ready for the smoke.
I was ready
All the
for
smoke?
And I was met with just, light air puffs.
Ha.
It's like hitting a vape
puffs.
instead of a bong.
Water vapor.
Yeah.
Water vapor.
It was like water vapor.
So before I let you guys go, man, I want to do
almost done?
something. We're almost done,
I'm just
man.
getting fucking rolling.
We've been rocking. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I was.
fuck.
That's what I'm getting to. So
See, this is why you can't get me in a pod
So
mode
before-
and get me drinking.
Yeah, it's
All the
okay.
time. I'll fucking
No,
go
it's
for hours.
okay.
I used to
We
do
could.
4-hour shows.
nah, but you know what's funny is that I definitely would want to interview each of you
Separately?
individually
I-
as well. That'd
And
be
honestly,
dope.
I'm
That'd
happy
be
that you're
dope.
doing that because I want them to fucking start doing solo shit. Sam's already doing it. I'm waiting for this one to get her weed shit
I'm
popping.
dead.
You to do what? I know.
No.
So many people
No,
have
no, no.
asked me why I'm not doing this weed thing.
They
and
do.
I know. It's just me.
One day
like,
you gotta feel it,
I'm in
yo.
charge of the social
We'll talk
media.
about it,
No,
talk
I
about
do
it.
feel
No.
it, but it's like I'm in charge of the social media for work, and then it's like to do the weed thing. But although it's such a phenomenal fucking idea,
It is.
Yeah.
I just
We know.
That's
That's why
I'll
we're
get
telling
to
you
it.
to
I
do
know,
it.
I
Yeah,
know.
timing is everything, yo. Timing is everything.
Let me just do it. I
Timing
did
is
it.
everything.
You could do it. I found a little bit of time to do
to do your
to do
TikTok
my
thing.
stuff.
I
And
know.
you could do it. I'm
I
telling you.
know. You're right.
Just do it.
It does need to happen.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be.
Because
I'm
I'm working
with
on
you.
my own.
It does
I want
need
to
to
work on my
happen.
own solo thing, so I want them to have theirs too.
Yeah.
I know before we split up, or before we start going into the game and everything, I do want to just say that, like, the whole point of this pod is I hope to God that I can make us, everybody around me, fucking as big as possible. But I also want them to have their own shit outside
to do what they're doing. Yeah.
Like, I want them to be able to use the shit that we're doing now to build their own thing.
Yeah.
Like,
this is all the resume you building, bro. It's all about the resume.
I want. So I'm happy Sam's doing the cosplay thing. Make sure you check her shit out. Brittany's going to be coming with the weed shit.
Yeah.
Very fucking soon because we're going to fucking
dope.
make her.
See how that goes. We definitely going to have you on the story time with Sev, though, since you got the stories. You too. You said you got some stories. You're going to have to pop out.
I got some too.
You got some stories. Yeah, pop up. I'm telling you, we got a lot of stuff, and I know you into sports, so we could tap in. We're going to tap in.
We can, because I would honestly, I would love to be able to actually talk to dudes sometimes, because I ain't going to front. The vaginal speak sometimes. You watch the show. I want to fucking shoot myself.
We don't talk about our vaginas.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. It's just about the Glock 3000s and 5000s that y'all handing out.
5,000.
Motherfucking
You better up that.
the twisters with the feet and the hands, the salt and pepper thing. Like, how many times can I hear this about y'all? You guys are my. You don't forget. You guys forget this. You're my co-host. You're my friends. I don't want to hear this.
It's not for you, bro. That's for the people.
In front of me.
We don't talk about sucking dick.
That's for the people.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's for the people.
When was the last time we talked about sucking dick?
Whoa, y'all talk about that on the show too.
Are you serious? Are you kidding?
We talked about it. Yeah.
Why do you think I'm so mad?
Why would you be mad at that though?
Exactly.
Because they're my friends. They're my co-hosts. I do not want to hear about all the shit I don't need to know.
You gotta close your ears then, bro. That's how they used to do the kids when they hear when the adults was talking.
Listen.
When you're the comedy relief, you gotta kind of be on point.
He's making it seem like we have like
I know.
dick sucking contests. No, we don't even talk about that like that.
She sucked out.
Like damn, Steve.
First of all,
I'm sorry.
What if we got some thotties listening and they were like, "Ooh, I could learn a little thing or two. I'm trying to fucking grow the brand."
Learn what? It's not hard.
Yo, he's all timing. He said I'm steady doing business.
What are you talking about?
Wait.
Okay, yes, they don't call it a job for nothing. But I'm just saying, it's not that hard.
Come on. We don't got no fart noises for that one. Can you insert that
They don't call it a job.
I feel like if it wasn't that hard, everybody would be doing it, right?
Everybody does do it.
Everybody would be giving phenomenal head if it wasn't that hard, right?
I just think women are quitters.
I don't know because I don't have a dick, but from the men, have you guys had a shitty blowjob?
Of course.
Okay.
What's a shitty blowjob?
So obviously, what consider probably teeth?
Okay.
Probably not be gagging.
Not enough saliva.
Probably dry as fuck.
Okay.
Probably not be in the
like,
the
no
back
one cares
of the
about
throat.
a hot. Like, I don't need my balls blow dried. Bitch, I want wet.
There are bad blowjobs. I believe in that.
I'm saying, was that uncomfortable?
No.
Was that uncomfortable?
No.
Because I heard some shit out of you sometimes that made me go, oh no.
Steve,
I don't know, Sam, but just
but see what I mean though? Like, see how you just went there? Yeah. Like that's the same. It's the same thing. They may not want to hear it, but they had to hear that.
I can be wrong.
What have I said that's
Sam, I try not to remember.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Don't do that, because you know I don't remember most of the shit. See, she's trying to use my bad memory.
It's cat.
All right, she's capping.
No, I do. I keep it cute.
All right, so what I want to get to.
We're not like we keep it cute.
She's like, I'm done. I'm fucking done. Brittany,
call
her a liar right now. Call her a fucking liar right now to her face. Say it.
But we already know this.
No, tell them. They don't know it. Say it to her.
I said we keep it cute.
No, you.
Steve's acting like we're like, hey, Brittany, shove this cucumber down your fucking throat. Like, no, there's nothing going on like that. We keep it cute.
Tune in to MinorityPlus1 podcast.
Yes, man. That's gonna be the one. Y'all gotta check that out. Y'all gotta check that out.
Keep it classy.
Hey, listen, the shows are on YouTube, so we can always run it back to see where it's at.
Oh, I done sucked this dude's dick with his mom. Like, there's bitches on podcasts.
Sam, I'm not talking about those dirty birdies. I'm talking about my two co-hosts.
And we keep it classy.
Okay,
all right.
I'm about to leave.
All right, so check it out. I got a game for y'all. I got something for y'all.
No, hold on. Let me check this motherfucker. Listen, you're gonna get us have some fucking wild ass DMs thinking we talk about wild freaky shit.
Exactly.
Like, we don't ever really talk about
man.
that.
Okay. Sometimes
it's a part of life. I'm not saying nothing wrong. He gotta see
A healthy part of
Hey.
life. A healthy part.
He like acting like
That might,
part.
this guy might be a marketing genius.
this nigga is making
Because
it seem
if
like
it
we're a
bring
bunch of
people there just to
slobs.
think that they're gonna hear about that and they don't, you still get the views, man. And then they learn something else.
Fucking rookies.
Smart. That's marketing
See, shut the
genius.
fuck up. You over here?
He wasn't even thinking about that. He was here, right?
Thank you. I really wasn't. Thank you. I'm gonna use that from now
love
on.
it.
That was fucking cool.
It
Right?
was it.
First off, that's a good
let's
one.
not talk
Yeah.
about Steve. Talk about
I'm crying.
This nigga's the mouth god and he eats all types of vagina.
I said that.
Nigga.
Exactly.
Oh, so he talks about that on the
All
show
kinds
too.
of
See how
vagina.
that go? Huh?
Mouth guy.
Sheesh.
Exactly.
You got a
Sheesh.
nickname, G's. That's wicked.
And you gave yourself that nickname.
Nah,
Comes out of his mouth.
a self-proclaimed.
Self-titled.
No.
Yeah,
With all
self-titled,
due respect,
that's
with all
wild.
due respect, because somebody said to me that you can't get a chick off if she's riding your face, and I said, well, you need to maybe check again. Because I did.
That's what you
so
said.
if that's
That was
not
hot.
possible, you can call me mouth guy.
That was hot, Steve. Whoa. He said, this nigga said, he said, you better check it
Not
out.
the mouth guy.
With all due respect, I was only. I'm sorry
Yeah.
that individual wasn't able to get the girl's rocks off while she was riding him. I could.
Sheesh.
I'm sorry. Mouth
I
guy.
don't know.
Wait, girls
riding
got
a dude's
rocks?
face is awkward.
But alright, it's 2024.
Well,
We're not even gonna
right.
take. We're not even gonna go there. Alright, so yo, check this out.
Riding a
So
dude's
check it
face-
out.
Whole type of
So check it out.
Cut
Check
them
it
off.
out.
Don't keep
So check
going.
it out.
But it is awkward. Like,
I
I'm
get
big
it.
as shit. Like, you know, I'm big. Like, I'm kind of big. So
That's your.
like,
Get a big guy.
I feel like
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know what to tell you.
suffocate
Yo,
him.
I'm crying. Alright, so check it out. Check it out. Before I let y'all go, as entertaining as this is, because I y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy. And this is why I wanted y'all on here, because y'all. Oh, I see it travels. This energy
Oh yeah, no.
travels.
This is really us.
This energy travels.
This
I
is the
love that.
conversations
I
we
love
would
that.
have regardless.
So what I want to do, shout out to the owl. You know what I'm saying? We got an owl right there. So
All right.
inside the owl, right, is we eat a lot of, in the recording studio, there are like really two commonly ordered food here. It's pizza and Chinese food.
Oh, yeah.
Chinese food is huge here. So what I have in that owl is a shitload of fortunes from fortune cookies that we've
Oh,
eaten.
I love that.
All right, so like what I want, you can shake it up if you want. Come real acquainted with the owl, and reach in, grab yourself a fortune. You can leave with it. Hopefully, it comes true if it's something good. And play the numbers if you want. I don't know if y'all into the numbers on the back. Play the numbers.
No.
And then definitely.
First off, why are you acting scared?
Once everybody
I just
gets
think
it.
it's a little weird that we were talking about owls before the show.
Oh yeah, with the long legs.
Yeah.
And he was looking for the
Well, 'cause
long
Steve
legs.
said he went to bird watching.
Yeah, he
They
did.
had it in the
Oh
mall.
wow, I'm a little disappointed because I was expecting the cookie and I'm kind of hungry.
I'm crying.
I ain't going front when I shook
Not
it.
the
I thought
cookie.
there was gonna be cookies in there too.
That's why I said the fortunes from the fortune cookie.
Okay.
That's why I said
Some
that.
fucking fortune cookies.
All right, and then once everybody have one,
Yo,
we're gonna
easy.
start.
I had such a fucking. I had a great time.
I'm glad,
This
bro.
is a great fucking show.
Definitely gotta come revisit, bro. This is
All you
always
gotta
gonna
do
be a
is
thing.
ask. I'm
Yeah.
a bird. I'll be anywhere I can hear my fucking stupid voice and pop my shit. As long as I can plug 2 or 3 times, and you need
What
me
the fuck
to
is
fucking
this
help.
mean?
No.
Like, what the
No,
fuck
you don't
is
get to
this?
change it.
You don't get to change it.
You don't get to change it.
You don't get
I
to
don't
change
want
it.
it.
No, fuck that. Yo, easy. We gonna read these.
Yeah, you gotta
We
read
gonna-
that.
let's do
Everybody
it.
got one?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Okay,
What you
read
got,
one.
Sam?
Those who wish to sing always find a song.
This bitch cannot sing. Talking about those.
Yeah, that's what you got.
Well, what do you got, Brett?
Those who wish to sing always
I
find
know.
a song.
Mine is not all closed eyes are sleeping, nor open eye is seeing.
No,
Wait.
you're just high.
Wait, yeah, that sounds like a high. That sounds like a high
Yo,
one. What does it
Brett,
say?
that is
Read it
definitely
again.
your
Read it
fucking
again.
fortune.
What does it say?
I'm crying.
That's Brett.
Okay, I'm trying to open my eyes. I'm like,
I'm crying.
That's
Okay.
Brett.
Open the
She
eyes.
literally got her fortune.
not all closed eyes are sleeping, nor open eye is seeing. That's some deep shit right there.
That's some deep shit.
Wait, this is true. Because I'm always singing.
That
It's
is
just
true.
those
She is the
things.
human
You always
jukebox.
find a song.
Yeah, I can't sing
To
for that.
anything.
But you'll find a song.
But I always sing
To
and I'll
anything.
find a song. So
Yeah, trust me. I see you
my
at
eyes
karaoke.
are-
You led me
Yeah.
karaoke.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
a whole
I'm sorry,
So
I
that
think I
worked.
got the
That
best
works.
one because this one probably does speak best to me. And it says to understand is hard, which that's not hard for me. I do get it. Alright, so it says shut your face. Don't look at each other like that. Don't look at each other like that. Easy, you don't got snicker. You don't know.
The look said it all. The look said it all. And the fact that you had to acknowledge the look, that's how you know.
All right, fair enough. It could
Go
be
ahead.
true. All right, to understand is hard, but once understands, action is easy. Oh, but I'm sorry, but once one understands, action is easy. Shut up! I said disclaimer. I swear I'm not illiterate.
I know you're not.
Shut
It
up.
says to understand is hard. Once one understands, action is easy.
That's what I said. Nah, you can keep it now.
Nah, but
Oh,
But
this
I
is
just
so
say,
much fun.
nah, keep it out. I don't want nobody to get the same one. You threw it in there. I don't want nobody to
It
get the
wasn't
same
meant
one.
for me.
Yes, it was.
Yes,
That
it
was
was.
you.
It
That
literally
was you.
described you.
Like, you found it.
Yeah.
You
It
found
don't matter. The fortune has been told.
Because there's gonna be plenty more to go in there.
funny
That's all we
'cause
do
I'm
is
like
eat Chinese
a
food.
jukebox. Give me a song. Give me
But
a
yeah.
song.
But yeah, man, tell the people where to find you on IG.
Oh, I can't wait. I get to break out the old school shit.
And the whole thing. Let everybody know.
Nah, you guys gotta go first. They used to hate when I used to do this. This is before our shit was actually on the screen.
Sam _Crystal on Instagram. Sam Crystal on Facebook. Zombie Spikes 88 on TikTok for my cosplays. Please like and share because I'm trying to be a cosplay influencer. Goddamn.
Hey.
All right.
Do you have a favorite costume?
So far, for me, my favorite costume would be probably my Melina for Halloween.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to redo that one
was a good
for my TikTok.
I love what's her name. All Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is dope.
Yeah, I just did Katana and Reptile. But ooh, my Pamela Anderson one was good too. But hold on. Got me distracted. So
I didn't see that one.
I'll show you. Because I have a guilty pleasure movie from Pamela Anderson called
Barbed Wire.
Oh yeah, I know Barbed Wire. Yeah.
First of all,
I'm crying.
yes, I'm Puerto Rican. Yes, I'm black. But I thought Pamela Anderson is one of the greatest beauties we ever
She was
had.
very.
I think she was beautiful.
She's a solid 8.
She was beautiful. I don't care what the fuck nobody says. She was naturally just beautiful. Besides some big ass silicone titties,
Yeah.
she was beautiful.
Yeah,
She
she's
was
not ugly.
She was legendary
Right.
titties.
No one's calling her ugly.
She had
ever.
she had legendary titties. Okay, she's part of the legendary titty crew. Her and Dolly Parton, you know, they
Yeah.
And what's her name too?
legendary titties. Elvira.
Pam Grier.
Oh, she got legendary titties too. But
Sure do.
yeah. So
Pam Grier did a lot of movies
that's
where
where you
she
can
was
find
loved
me.
for that. So yeah, Brittany, let the people know where to find
Instagram Queen_B_XL.
you. Cool.
That's it.
She's gonna fucking hate this. They're gonna hate this.
Here he goes.
Shut the fuck up. Facebook, first name, last name, Instagram, Steven.coil.sc. First name, real name, no motherfucking gimmick needed. So, I'm not gonna do it.
I'm about to say this ain't your podcast.
I know.
I'm
I
crying.
know.
I'm
I
crying.
know.
I'm
It
crying. But now on the real, we are gonna wrap it up. But I appreciate y'all, man.
Oh, man, thank you so
and
much.
we definitely
So
can do
much
this
fun.
again. We have a lot of stuff going on here, man. You guys are more than welcome to pop out, and you got my line, I got your line.
All you gotta do is
And
ask.
you guys know where we are, man. And let's do some business and some podcasting shit and some energy together, man. Let's create some shit, man.
Hey, Joe Rogan did it when he
Yeah.
did it in LA. I always said, Sam, what did I tell you? I wanted to do the same thing in Albany with podcasting.
Hey.
It's just get the best motherfuckers to work together,
And
and
just
build
kill
the
it.
audience together, and
Just
try
bring
to
in the views, rake in the views.
just rake in the views.
That's what it's all about.
And then when it's time to split ways, we do the shit fucking amicably.
Yeah.
We can do it fucking right. I know it can be done.
Yeah, man. And we out.
Yeah.
Peace.